Hey guys, welcome to another Grawrz guide. In this video, I'm going to talk about Arm Cannon. Arm Cannon is the second skill that mechanics will get. It's only usable while riding a Mado gear. It has a large AoE, it ignores flee, and it has a huge damage multiplier. However, it's force neutral, and it uses shells for every use. One more notable thing about Arm Cannon is that it has bonus damage for small targets and a damage penalty for large targets. This makes it less desirable as a skill for MVPing, but it's perfect everywhere else. I use it in PvP, I use it in War of Imperium, I use it in War of Crystals, I even use it while farming even with the upkeep costs. It's just that good. Alright, so on with the guide. So first thing I'm going to show you is this Harpy Spot. You have to stand at this exact spot between the grass and the field to make the most out of farming harpies. However, note that this spot is extremely popular, so it will almost always be occupied. I'll show you alternatives near the end of the video. Second thing we'll talk about is stat points. So first thing you need is 90 total dex, and then the rest of your points can go to strength. If you have do max tier 7, hit 240 total strength, hopefully with loud exclamation, and then put your points into vitality, intelligence, or luck. The third thing we'll talk about is the gear, or more specifically the cards you need to take advantage of the weaknesses of the Harpy. Harpies are medium wind demons. So I'm using 2 Mandragora Flower cards on my weapon for the wind damage. I'm using 2 Ultraman cards on my accessories for the demon damage, and I'm using a Vesser Axe for the medium bonus damage. Also note that Harpies have high defense, so I'm using a Rosa Bracelet. If you're still lacking damage, you can use an Ancient Cape too. As for my armor, I'm using Saint Cape because it gives +1 attack every 200 HP, and I'm building a tanksmith, so that gives me tankiness and damage at the same time. The fourth thing we'll talk about is skill points. To get to Arm Cannon, you need to be at least job level 5 mechanic to unlock it. Now, usually it depends on your gear, but you can get away with Arm Cannon 1 for farming if you're strong enough, if you have enough gear and your journal attack is that high. Now, the usual stuff in Merchantry, you will want level 5 change card even though you're not using card skills anymore, just for the card slots. And then for the blacksmith tree, you will want max buffs and max skin tempering and max weaponry research for all of that good stuff. And level 5 Overtrust max for those moments where you're PvPing or MVPing or just in an endless tower. And then level 10 Meltdown for the same reason, and level 15 Human Heart Life for those times where you want to PvP. And then level 5 Trading Master, level 10 Greed, and level 1 Cart Boost for those times where you're just walking around without riding your Mado gear. Again, the cost of Arm Cannon is the same all throughout. It's 40 SP and 1 shell, so you can get by with level 1 for farming, but you will want level 10 for PvP for max damage. The last thing we'll talk about are runes. There are 4 Arm Cannon damage runes. They are located at the upper left corner of the rune map once you've unlocked the 3rd job runes, and each of those runes cost 30 gold medals each. This is the far left corner, upper left corner. This is the first one, the Arm Cannon strong rune. This is the second one. This is the third one, and this is the last one. So that's a total of plus 40% Arm Cannon damage. Now there are other runes you can get to further boost the Arm Cannon damage. There are several neutral damage runes like this one, but there are 4 more Arm Cannon runes called the Arm Cannon Destroy runes. They remove defense for each rune. Now this is the first one, and there are 3 more at the upper right, but unfortunately I forgot to show them in this recording. So instead I'll give you a link of the mechanic runes in the description of the video. The image is made by Owl of the Roadkill guild, so you can check it out in the description of this video. And that's it for the build guide. Now I'm going to talk about the farm spots for a bit. The harpies are considered one of the best farm spots because of how clumped up they tend to be, like the way I'm showing in this video. The income for a level 109 mechanic farming harpies is between 1.4 million to 1.5 million zenny. That's after the upkeep costs of the shells. Now the reason it's so crowded is it's just so easy to farm harpies. Now all the classes wants to farm them because of their high drop rate of raw zenny. Now the alternate farm spots is this spot to the right of the spawn point in Einbrock Field. Here you will farm marmots. Marmots can get you around 1 million to 1.1 million. And then this spot in Magma Dungeon, the bottom left corner of Magma Dungeon, can farm with AC here as well. You can see the monsters are really clumped up together, and the expected income for this place is between 1.2 million to 1.3 million after upkeep costs. And that's the arm cannon build. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!